Good evening. Let's discuss regarding surrogacy regulation bill. Hope you remember this particular topic we discussed. This last year also. At the time that bill was also there in the parliament, and now the point is that this particular bill has been passed by the Lok Sabha. So what exactly is this surrogacy? If you don't control this surrogacy, meaning if you don't regulate this surrogacy, that surrogacy concept may be misused. And we know that there are so many cases wherein foreign couple come to India and they go for the surrogacy and take the baby and go. But what exactly is surrogacy? Let's try to understand first. Surrogacy is a mechanism where a woman agrees to carry the pregnancy. So to carry, this pregnancy for some other parents. So meaning is simple. Some other parents will be there, wife and husband or someone. You know, they cannot. This that particular woman may not be in a position to conceive. So during the time, instead of going for adoption of a child or something, they want to have their own baby, and that particular pregnancy can be carried by some other woman. But this concept is being, of course, generally it has to go by an agreement. And the surrogacy, it can be divided into two categories. One is commercial surrogacy, second one is the altruistic surrogacy. So when it comes to commercial surrogacy, asking a woman to carry the pregnancy for them and paying that woman, anyways, medical, these bills will be paid by these parents. But apart from that, for carrying the this pregnancy, some money will be paid to that woman. So meaning the concept of money is coming into picture. That is the commercial surrogacy. Another concept is altruistic surrogacy. Altruistic surrogacy means, so this woman is carrying the pregnancy in order to help other parents. Of course, medical bills will be paid, that's fine, but no commercial activity is involved. But what is happening in India is, with respect to surrogacy, mostly this is commercial surrogacy that's happening. That is the reason why the government wanted to regulate this. Hence, this particular bill has been introduced and the bill has been passed by the Lok Sabha. So now, how exactly you are going to regulate this? So in order to regulate this one, in order to, this, once it comes into operation, so all these things are going to happen. First thing is that the parents who want to go for the surrogacy, they need to, they should have got married. They should have got married, 5 years earlier. Meaning during the first 5 years period, they should not think about the surrogacy, but only after 5 years, only after it is authenticated by concerned authority, then only you can go for this surrogacy. Clear? This is point number one. Number two is that whoever is accepting, a woman whoever is accepting for the surrogacy to carry the pregnancy, must be close relative to the intended parents. This one. Second one is that woman who is going for surrogacy should be between 25 to 35 years. That's it. 25 to 35 years. And once it comes into force, so she can go for surrogacy only one time in her life. So like this, so many regulations have come into picture. So now you must be getting it out. If a single parent want to go for surrogacy, then what happens? No. Right? For single parent, it is no. And the people who belong to LGBTQ community, you know what is this, right? So LGBTQ community, for them also this is no. So they are not coming under this concept. So meaning is simple. So many regulations have been imposed now in this particular bill, and of course this bill has to come into force over a period of time. Then all these things will come into picture, and luckily, various parties have agreed on this, because the concept of surrogacy has been misused by this some of the people, very elaborately, so that very, very widely. So that's the reason why this bill, regulation bill has come into the picture. So now I'll show you the document, and we'll see the points that are present in this particular regulation bill, surrogacy regulation bill. So then we'll continue our discussion. Look at this. So here is the document. Lok Sabha passed the surrogacy regulation bill on December 19th, 2018. The bill states some rules to control surrogacy in the country and has completely banned the commercial surrogacy. Meaning is simple: no commercial surrogacy from now onwards. Once the bill becomes an act and comes into force, and it allows only altruistic surrogacy. Look at this. The basic aim of this bill is to protect the women from exploitation. So, on the name of the surrogacy, many women are being exploited. Clear? So, now it is going to be stopped. For our understanding, please look at this paragraph. What is surrogacy? This is an arrangement often supported by a legal agreement where a woman agrees to become pregnant. Okay, woman agrees to become pregnant. Everything should happen legally. It's a legal agreement, right? She should agree to become pregnant and carry the pregnancy for the due term. Clear? And give birth to a child or children. All of this is for another person or persons, not for herself, not for that particular woman, but for somebody else. She is taking all this, this pain. So, and these parents who are willing to, they will ultimately become the parents of the newborn child or children. Meaning is simple: woman is used here only for carrying the pregnancy. So when it comes, the commercial activity, this is the place the women are getting exploited. So from now onwards, no such exploitation will be allowed. Clear? But point, you need to remember the points. The points are very clear. Woman is carrying the pregnancy for a due term, and that woman give birth to a child or children, fine, for a person or for some other persons, and those people will become parents for the newborn child. Meaning the surrogate mother has no right on the newborn. Look at this. I told you already, there are two types of surrogacies. One is commercial, second one is altruistic. What is commercial? This term generally refers to any surrogacy arrangement in which the surrogate mother is compensated for her services beyond reimbursement of medical expenses. Meaning the concept of money is involved. Altruistic, what is this? This is also an arrangement in which a woman volunteers to carry a pregnancy for intended parents without receiving any monetary compensation in return. Am I clear? Kindly see here in the examinations like, um, civil services, or in the examination like, this group 1. You may be asked to write the important features of so and so bill. Okay, and those features you should be able to write it down correctly. Wherever some statistics are mentioned, some numbers are mentioned, you need to mention those numbers very clearly, carefully, and correctly. Then only you will get the marks. Clear? That is the reason why superficial reading is not allowed, my dear close friends. Clear? So this is what I tell you every time. Now also I am telling you, in future also I am going to tell you that superficial reading will not be sufficing. That's it. Right? So meaning is simple. You need to get into the depth of the subject. Clear? After all, you are preparing for, there's so many competitive examinations. Right? Every competitive examination is important. So whatever you are aiming for, that you have to get into the depth of that. Then only the success is possible. Now look at this. Okay, I'll show you more points now. And what are you taking away from here? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The bill entitles only Indian citizens to avail surrogacy. Meaning is simple, very, very, very clear. Not for outsiders. Only Indian citizens. That's it. Foreigners, no. NRIs also no. Look at this very carefully. Foreigners are not covered under this, and NRIs, non-resident Indians, are not allowed to commission surrogacy in India. If you want somewhere, you go somewhere, but not in our country. That's it. We're very clear now. Next, homosexuals and single parents not allowed for surrogacy. And couple who already have children are also not allowed to go for surrogacy. Already you got children. Why there is a necessity of another surrogacy? No. Okay. For the couple who already possessing children, you are not allowed to go for surrogacy. Homosexuals, no. Single parents, no. Am I clear? Next, the couple seeking surrogacy should possess a certificate of essentiality issued by an appropriate authority. So, meaning is simple. All other mechanisms have, this tried, and there is no possibility except, there's no route except for going for surrogacy, right? And that should be given by a competent authority. And another very important point, just like any other bill, the bill is applied to all the states in India. It is applied to all the states in India except Jammu and Kashmir. That's it. Clear, very clear. This is applicable to all the bills, please, not just this. Okay. So because Jammu and Kashmir has got special status, every bill that is passed in the parliament should also be passed in the legislature of Jammu and Kashmir. Then only that will be applicable in Jammu and Kashmir. Very, 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 very important. This special status is there only for the state of Jammu and Kashmir and not for any other state. Am I clear? Very, 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 very important. Okay, and kindly see here. These type of questions may also be asked in like objective type, right? So they may ask you to choose the correct one from here, and they will give you 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, you need to pick up. Okay, you will be picking up on correctly only when you know all these points. Right now, according to the bill, women between the ages of 25 and 35 can go for surrogacy, and one woman can only be a surrogate once in her lifetime. That's it. Clear? Women should be between 25 and 35 years. Right? This is, I'm talking about surrogate mother, please. Clear? Meaning surrogacy is allowed only for the women who are in the ages between 25 and 35 years. Clear? And how many times a single woman go for surrogacy? Only one time. Only one time in her lifetime. Am I clear? And who is that particular surrogate mother? She must be a close relative of the intending couple. Clear? So not someone who is unknown, but you should be very close relative. Look at this last point, and kindly see here on the screen, second line from top. Age we have seen 25 and 35 years. That is for surrogate mother. Is that okay? And if you come to the last paragraph here, last point, the couple seeking surrogacy also have some guidelines. Clear? Above age is for surrogate mother, and the last point is with respect to women, and this man, meaning this wife and husband, like this. Women should be of age between 23 and 50, and a man should be of age between 26 and 55. Clear? And the couple should be married for at least 5 years. That is important. Clear? So meaning is simple. So these are all the points that are given in this particular bill. Okay. Today you get married. After 6 months, you want to go for surrogacy. Is it allowed? No, it's not allowed. Clear? Minimum is 5 years. And you should also remember the age. Clear? Age for the woman, age for the particular the person, and they should have married for 5 years. That's it. Okay, only after that, only after this in writing, if it is issued by a competent authority, appropriate authority, then only they are permitted to go for surrogacy. And the woman, the so-called surrogate mother, should be a very close relative, right? Is commercial surrogacy allowed? Right? It's not allowed. Then what is allowed? It is altruistic surrogacy. Am I clear? Very, very important, right? So tomorrow, in any smaller examinations, there may be a question: surrogacy regulation bill. So once it is passed, it will be a question. This is applicable in all the states except the state of. They will give you ABCD. Look for Jammu and Kashmir, right? And that will be the answer. Am I clear? That's it. So that's about this. And thank you so much for being with me this evening. And I'll see you in the next class with more current affairs. Thank you so much.